TMZ, who is in a very warm Southern California this morning, and we're talking about everything that's making headlines in Hollywood. Dax, it must have been a pretty tough weekend for Khloe Kardashian. She has just filed for divorce from her husband, Lamar Odom.
Or maybe a relief weekend. I mean, you got to realize they've been going back and forth for quite some time. I'm surprised that it actually took her this long to file for divorce, but she filed on Friday, and you know, they're really not asking for anything crazy. They cited irreconcilable differences. She is not asking for spousal support. It sounds like they do have a prenup involved, so that would kind of negate anything else. And the only thing she really wants is her old name. She just wants Khloe Kardashian. She wants to X-nay off the Odom, off the end of it. But now I think she can kind of move forward with her life, because I feel like at the beginning she didn't want to file for divorce because she was worried about his mental stability, but now she is going full force.
It's like she's been really strong throughout the entire process, but she just had to cut the cord. And it is interesting that she wants to go back to Kardashian, because she's one of the only Kardashians that ever that took her husband's name in the first place.
Well, I think they take it, but they will hyphen it on the end, or, you know, on documents they're known as the married name, but in the public they're known as Kardashian. So, I mean, that's pretty normal, though, for any Hollywood, you know, a woman with a really famous last name.
All right, and someone else with a very famous first and last name, Dax, I know you are excited. It hasn't even been written yet, but Lindsay Lohan is working on a tell-all book.
Yeah, you know what? I think this could actually sell pretty well for her if it's all real and legit and she gets down into the nitty-gritty. But basically, she is shopping around the possibility of doing a tell-all book, and it started as journal entries while she was in rehab. She started just penning down some information, but this book would go into her arrests, her drug abuse, her family, her acting career, all of that, and put it out there. And you know, there's a bunch of literary agents that have sat down with her, and people are extremely interested. They're offering her a six-figure deal, and I think that if she did it right, she could make a lot of money off it.
The part that made me chuckle on the TMZ story about this on your website, Dax, was the part that said that the book doesn't really have a focus yet, and I just can't say I was shocked to hear that about Lindsay Lohan's book.
Very true.
All right, now we're talking about a girl that has ties here to Western New York, Noreen DeWolf. She is, of course, married to Buffalo Sabres goalie Ryan Miller. And you guys got her out on the street and asked her what attracts her to hockey players.
Yeah, you know, just what makes hockey players sexy to her. And she said, you know, these guys are rugged. They're, you know, they're the opposite of Hollywood guys. So she kind of got into that. And then it took a turn, and she goes, you know, they're just so tough that they can pull their own teeth out in front of you. And she goes, and hockey players, you know, these guys can do a lot of things without teeth that guys that do have teeth can't do. And then she just started laughing to herself. It was a fun moment.
Yeah, I think she kind of caught herself. Yeah, I don't think she realized that she was going to go there, and then she did, and she pulled it off. She seems really sweet, so it was great to see her on the show last week.